And we're back with some more Rimworld. And today we're going to be doing the Festival of Anurums Fest, whatever this festival is. We're going to give it a shot, and hopefully we get a development point out of it. Our religion is 7 points in. If we can get 3 more, we can do a little bit of a mutation to it, and I think we can get a few things that can help us, especially considering we're trapped under a sun blocker. Alright, come on. Roll me a good one, Randy. Roll me a good one. And... Unforgettable. Wait, that's good, right? Unforgettable. 2 points? 2. Yes. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Randy. I take everything. Actually, I've never said anything bad about you, Randy. Never. Perfect. That's beautiful. Okay, then. With that done, I think it's time everyone got back to work. And by work, I mean we're going to have to scrap up all of these recent mech parts. And I'm going to have to go over here and bring all of that over. And, yeah, steel. Steel is basically the lifeblood of this colony right now. Well, that and hydroponics. Which reminds me we should put in a few more. Our food is... interesting, let's just say. So, put another one there. Yeah. We'll see how it works out. We're basically gonna fill in this entire area with hydroponics, and then everyone else is gonna have to move out. So, sorry, Slim. Well, this was bound to happen at some point. We've gotten a solar flare. That's not great. Oh, and we're in the middle of a volcanic winter as well. So, whatever. That just makes things colder. Not exactly a big deal out here. So, solar flare, that's going to turn off all our hydroponics basins. Doesn't matter what way you do it. Once the solar flare hits, all electrical devices stop working. None of them are going to happen. Even our heaters are offline. There's nothing we can do. In that case, harvest everything we can. We're going to see what's available to harvest, except for the bonsai trees. Oh, actually, we'll harvest those in a minute. Right, now there is... where is it? If we right-click on this, there's this little lightning bolt thing over here. I don't know which mod it is that does that, but that goes, hey, harvest everything in that area. So we're going to get everyone in on this, like the whole lot of them. Go for it, buddies. Tear it apart. Oh, Slim. No, your plant skill is only at 5, so we'll leave you behind. Grey at least has a plant skill of 10, and Jerk is at plant skill of 9. They're not going to botch this stuff. Well, on the bright side, at least we got some cotton. We now have enough cotton to make 2 flak vests, which is good because that should get everyone a flak vest and keep them slightly more alive a little bit longer. Oh my god, we're so low on steel. It's okay, we got a little bit more, but we should be able to get everyone a flak vest and a helmet, and that'll drastically increase protection levels for everyone. Well, and hopefully no raid comes in just now. The thing is, once we get one more level, one more point, we can get the darkness beam, and that will make our combat so much better in this sunblocked volcanic winter solar flare tile. Even when the solar flare ends, we can't plant anything, namely because the room is still minus 30. The heaters are kicking in. We have 4 heaters in this room. It's the only way something this size on a tile this cold, it's minus 68 outside, can actually get heated up to crop temperatures. It just takes a little time. You know what, guys? Maybe stop wandering in and out all the time and opening and closing the doors. We're going to close that for now and stop you from going in and out there and there. Yeah, much better. Stop leaving the door open. You're going to freeze the place. This is actually kind of nice. We get to do a full replanting of the entire area. Oh, it's been a while. There were a whole bunch of the crops were out of sync. Just over time, they gradually sort of drift if you're not really careful. Well, this has started to become a problem. Grey Ghost is about to chop up our last thrombo. That's the last of the meat supplies. We may just have to switch over to simple meals now. That's the case. We might want to actually expand out our fridge area even further. Well, no. We need to move this fridge area out of the way and continue with the full spiral of hydroponics. We have 238 steel, enough for 2 more hydroponics. And once we demolish those walls, we'll have a few... That cooler has also got to go, unfortunately. I put that in there when we needed it at the time, but now I'm not sure we can support it. Yeah, you know what? We'll turn this entire area over here into a fridge. I think we've got a bit of time before it becomes a problem. So, give me a minute. I'm thinking we're going to move this fridge over here, demolish this entire wall, and start expanding out. And there goes the wall. Right, so this is no longer our fridge. Our fridge is sort of over here, though. We may have to make improvements to it later. Yeah. Seriously, you're all going to... just decide it's now bedtime. Right. Never mind. And Slim, why are you not cooking? You should have cooked up a meal already. What have you been doing all day? Beautiful. This is sort of the plan since the very beginning, though I did mess up the odd placement of a hydroponics basin, which we're not going to talk about. Alright, get that food cooked up. We're going to need a bunch more meals, but after that, it's going to be all rice, I'm afraid. We've run out of... well, we've run out of meat. Well, technically we run out of meat. We could stretch our supplies a bit, but that might run us into more problems. Let's hope someone comes along that's recruitable soon. quest-wise, I'm almost tempted by this one. Almost. The problem is, there's just too many people. There's like 70 people who'd come and attack us. Twice. Even with our enhanced killbox thing, I'm not really that pushed for it. Royal Ascent, yeah, all this stuff. Now, I think we could do one of the old complexes or the... Oh, where is it? Yeah, there's ancient complexes out there. Yeah, there's ancient complexes out on the map. Where is it? Yeah, there's one here and one here. We might be able to go out there and encounter some humans or find some people in caskets. And then we could capture them and convert them to our religion, which might work. So we would have to send people out, and at least 2, and that would leave the colony very vulnerable, even with this stupid killbox. Let me think for a minute. So, for this caravan, we're going to send Gus and Casey, namely because we're hoping they're going to hook up. We've done some Stockholm Syndrome on those, so they really like each other right now. A little bit of alone time, a road trip, it'll either make them or break them. They've got 2 bedrolls with them, 4 herbal medicine, and 8 fine meals. It's going to take them 9 days, or 0.9 of a day to get there. In fact, I think we might want to up a little bit the amount of meals you're carrying. You know what, let's throw in a couple of packaged survival meals. Actually, make that 4. We'll throw in 4 packaged survival meals just to make sure that you don't starve to death on the way there and back. And we'll send you, 3.3 days worth of food. That's fine. Day there, day on site, day back, tops. Unless you get injured and all that kind of stuff. And let's just hope we don't get killed in the meantime. Where are you going? You're forming caravan. Okay, remind me to put down a caravan forming spot. Caravan hitching post. Yeah, we'll put that right there so that you guys don't do that stuff again. Seriously, just... Off you go. Oh no! It's an eclipse. Well, we've got the sun blocked, and it's a volcanic winter. Well, that's awkward. It'll be dark even during the daytime. Oh my god, oh no! In fact, it actually seems brighter for some strange reason. Who knows? Who knew? I think the eclipse is overriding the sun blocker. Anyway, yeah, I keep stripping down these people and putting their clothes in that section. Occasionally I get reminders that it's disintegrating. Never mind, let's hope we don't get attacked in the 3 days this takes to run this mission. I can't imagine what it's like sleeping out there using 2 bedrolls in basically an ice sheet. I just have images of some Arctic people in those sort of weird foil tents. Oh, research came through. That's good to know. We've now got biofuel refining. Well, that'll be good when we start getting into more difficult forms of meat. Now, for now, I think beer. I kind of want to brew beer. I was going to go with the drug route, but I thought, that's too dark. Fat Nan Slyn wouldn't go for that. She'd be like, no, we'll go with the beer brewing, and we'll go with, like, making tea and stuff like that. She's not going to be a hardened criminal. She's like, Fat Nan Slyn has just a little bit too much, we call that character. Yeah, she wouldn't be up for that sort of stuff. Oh, God. Yes. Yeah, that's great. Oh, come on. We're just... time to destination... Your timing is just impeccable. Just absolutely impeccable. No actual qualms about that at all. We just have to... Yeah, I need a powered one. That's fine. Okay, off you go. Call them up. Let's find out what's happening. Right. Goats. Okay, they unfortunately do not have a warg. Oh well. And they should hopefully buy a bunch of the stuff we have. This trader mod makes it so much simpler to see here what's going on. We sold them a bunch of those tail caps and some plasteel. And instead we got 200 steel, 600 slate blocks, 10 beers, 1 piece of wood, and 2 components. Perfect. I think that's us cleaned out. Yeah, that's cleaned out pretty much everything we want to sell. I mean, I want those beers because it's the only thing keeping Jarek sane. Otherwise, their chemical dependency goes too low. We will start making our own beer at some point, just because. I mean, I like the idea of making beer out here. I don't know why. And on top of that, I think that's everything we should need for now. Alright then. Let's stockpile this up or get it indoors in case someone comes by and tries to nick it. Oh, and I bought the 1 wood so we could get 4 bonsai tree pots planted. I want to see how many bonsai trees we can get going this way. And I thought 1 wood will get us just that little bit further along, so why not? Alright, now that that's done... Yep. Perfect timing. We will pause that and see what we're dealing with here. Alright, we are miles off in the corner. Indeed. There's the front door. I normally don't bother too much with the front door, but since it's right in front of us, let's see what they got. If there's any that explosive stuff inside, we just won't go in that way. Oh, but look at that. It's a lovely aurora. Nice. With a blocked sun. And an eclipse. You know what? I don't know. We're living in strange times. Oh, I probably shouldn't have sent Gus. Yeah, Gus unfortunately has that spine issue. We'll try and get them replacement at some point, but you know, things being what they are. If I remember correctly, claim, open door. Try and get indoor, then back off immediately. And ancient unstable power cell. Yep, that's not good. We would prefer to avoid that one. Okay, so deconstruct that. Okay. A safe room. Excellent. You get in there and we will claim that door and open it. Thank you kindly. And pull back. Oh, I should probably slow this down a bit. Ancient unstable fuel cell. Okay, that's right, so we just have to avoid this room and this room. That's fine. We'll sort something out. You go around here, Gus, and start deconstructing that wall segment. I mean, if we can't go through the main way, we'll just go through the walls. It's far, far simpler. Plus, when those things eventually go off or cook off, the room temperature will be equalized with the outside world. Let me see. Okay, no fuel cell and hermetically sealed crate. Excellent. Go open that. And you. Let's go see what else is in here. I'll claim this door and open it up too. And finally, we have another ancient unstable fuel cell. And 15 Luciferium. We're taking that Luciferium with us. That stuff is... I was really worried at some point that Nan was going to get... Or Fat Nan Stin was going to get struck down by some sort of... You know, old age thing. So that Luciferium will keep her going for a long, long time if that happens. I mean, okay, it'll lead to an expense, but I'm willing to live with that. Alright. This is awkward. So I suppose we pick up the Luciferium anyway. We are... Yeah, we're taking all that with us. You take the lot. You have a shield. I suppose we could try walling in sections of that. You see, the thing is, I want to activate this ancient comms console, but I also want to activate that. This is going to be awkward. So what we can do here is we can leave this tile at any point. So if we shoot this here, you see, whatever's inside it should pop out. And then at any point we can just go back to the world map and say reform caravan, and we should be able to pick it up off the ground, even if it's a blazing inferno in there. Well, that's the theory. Aurora is ending. Yeah, we don't care. Now, in here, let's see. Let's deconstruct that door, if you wouldn't mind. Once the door is... Oh god, that's going to take you forever. Never mind. Let's deconstruct the wall instead. That seems like a much easier thing for you, Casey. What's your construction at? 4. Alright. 68 uranium. Excellent. I don't even think that's flammable, is it? Flammability 0. Perfect. Even if this room bursts into flames. Now, I'm not ripping up all the floors and taking all this steel with us. I'd love to rip up that carpet. That is so much cloth we could be using. That's a little bit cheaty. Well, not cheaty. That's kind of against the spirit of the playthrough. We're trying to survive on this tile with nothing but what we've got. Makes it much, much harder. Wow, that marble takes way longer to get through. Now, this we can't really do much about. But I think what we can do is maybe just insulate this enough so that we can use the ancient comms console. And if we can do that, we should be able to call in the enemies. Yeah, that can go there and there. Gus, prioritize working on that. No, don't go too deep. Okay. No. Can you not, like, get all the steel at once? Yeah, there you go. You get 10 steel. Okay, their job. Where is it? Ancient unstable fuel cell was disturbed and might explode soon. No, don't prioritize build. Stop, get in there. Perfect. Okay, now what do you mean you can't hack it? Okay, perfect. At least they can. Okay, you. Why is that thing not popped yet? I don't understand. Okay, all we have to do now is hack this to get the supply drop. This might bring in enemies, preferably humans. And it's minus 47 outside, so... Okay, go for it, go for it, go for it. Ancient supply satellite has been activated. Supplies will drop nearby. Perfect, now get out of there because it might explode. Pods have arrived. What do you got? You have... Horn. I mean... Yay, I suppose? Okay, no people coming to back it up, so... Suppose we just leave then. Damn it! I was kind of hoping someone would come and try and stop us. Anyone? Nope. Well, yep. Turns out someone did come and try and stop us. This is not good. Okay, messages. What was that? I didn't read it. Adaption factor 1. They are attacking immediately. Haywire, attacking immediately. Okay, okay. Okay. No, gee, why was time still going forward? Okay, we got one scyther over there. We've got the hell, another scyther over here, another scyther over here, and another scyther. Wait, it's all scythers? This could be doable then. This could be doable. First up, you guys need to leave. Reform caravan. Head back home. Except travel supplies are grand. How much corn can you carry? Do we want the corn or do we want the items? Alright, we took everything we could. It's going to take him a day to get home. That's as good as it's going to get. Alright, back here. We do have 3 Thrombohorns and we have Hope. Could we actually kill them inside our kill box? I don't think so. We wouldn't be able to kill them fast enough. They're too tough. What we need is to kite them around outside and have someone shoot them from the doorway. We just need someone fast enough. Okay, here's the plan. Very, very simple. Grey, most expendable trooper. Inject go juice. I mean, I'd hate to lose them, but... Did you get addicted? No. I've been really lucky so far. There's like about a 2% chance of getting addiction from go juice, and I feel like Randy just, you know, is being generous by not hitting when it's too much. You should get outside. Perfect, perfect. You want to draw everyone's attention. That is excellent. And if you could slow them down a wee bit as well, that wouldn't hurt. Perfect. You can close that door behind you. And get to there, and you can get to there. Nice. Now we just have to draw them all around in circles and shoot them in the back as much as possible. Come on, and you get to there. Ooh, yep, that's good, that's good. And then it's just running around in circles until a whole bunch of them are dead, hopefully. And try not to... Oh, you know what? Shoot that one if you wouldn't mind. Ooh, wow, that was good shooting. Okay, quick, quick, quick. Run, 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 run. Get by them, get by them, get by them. You guys might actually want to get back inside, just in case. I'm not saying they will go for you, but they might. Oh, and there's the third one. Actually, never mind. They backed off. Perfect. Then we just slowly pick out whichever one's the slowest, and whichever one's the fastest, and then we make the fastest one slower. Well, that went surprisingly well. When I heard there was a raid coming in, I really thought we were in trouble, but 4 mechs? That was... Because it was a haywire raid. They were expecting our base to be a lot bigger considering how long it's been. Why is power off everywhere? Low power scenario. Okay, fine. Let me double check to make sure all the power devices are off. A combat supplier has flown by, but there's nothing we can do with it. We don't have anything we can sell them. Kind of disappointing. We definitely need to upgrade our religion really soon. And we need some more raw materials, basically cotton and such like, but to do that, we need more hydroponics, and we've barely got enough food coming in right now. We're running out of meat, and since we were cutting that 50-50 to make our meals, that was also keeping our mood up, and you know what? It's fine. We will sort something out one way or the other. Or we'll die. I mean, that's just how it rolls. Well, isn't that nice? Jarek would like to look a little bit different. Well, that's great. If we could afford a styling station, you monster. 110 steel? Oh, come on. Just, you know, get a piercing or something. You'll be fine. Look, change desired -2. Well, that's not going to help. We also really need to get our hands on a few statues. Just a few statues would be so nice. Hope's going to grab a snack. I'm pretty sure she's going to snack some people to pieces. Yep. Good boy. Alright. The team should be home shortly. In 0.5 of a day, they'll bring a bunch of corn with them, and I think we're on to simple meals. Yep, we are down to the last of the meat. Oh, and now might be a good time to increase our power supply just a tad. I mean, we definitely have the components, and we've got enough steel. Which reminds me, we should start grinding up the rest of them. Anyone? Yep, there we go. So they can grind up the rest of that. So what we'll do is we'll get another wind turbine and put it right there. Which means we're going to need to have a wall, let's say, about that section. Nope, a little bit further back. But we're going to make it out of slate that we just bought from that bulk goods trader. Perfect. That should sort us out on the power front. One more wind turbine, maybe one more battery, and it'll be almost stable. Though I might want to spread out the batteries just a little bit. We are having a really hard time keeping this place warm. We're down to like -2. It's -70 outside. We definitely need to start double walling here. I don't think we really have a choice on that front. It's going to cost us a bunch of steel. But I don't see any other... I don't see anything else we can do. Actually, we can get rid of that. Yeah, that should be fine. And down here, it's kind of double-walled, sort of, maybe? Yeah, geez, the amount of temperature difference. It's just the combination of blocked volcanic winter and, you know, living on the middle of an ice sheet. Oh, damn it. They started roofing. No, no, remove that roof. No, oh, none of that. None of that. Good. Now we can start removing that inner wall. Now this, I initially ignored and then realized this was what Randy was trying to send us. He's helping us out here. 4 desperate refugees, caravan was ambushed, usual sob story, whatever. But that's 4 people. That means we've got executions, conversions, and potential recruits all in one. We just need to get ourselves a prisoner room together, and yeah, we'll keep one of them at least. Maybe 2. And we just have to be able to knock them out. Yeah, we got enough drugs for that. We'll knock them all out, keep the ones we want, and the rest we'll just, well, yeah, we'll do what we need to do. Also, minor change in plan up here. Instead of like just double walling, we're going to make another enclosure. It pretty much works out the same thing, I think. Oh, and we need to come up with a room to store these people. I'm thinking... No, that's not a good prison room, is it? Say here. Yeah, we can use this temporarily as a prison room for them. I think we are all set to welcome our guests. Come on in. Refugees have arrived. Excellent. I have been looking for some humans. Now, let's see if any of you are any good. Misogynist, abrasive, jealous, and incapable of dumb labor. To the meat piles for you. A lazy wimp. To the meat piles for you. Bloodlust and kind. Interesting. You might actually just fit right in. Psychically deaf misogynist. Okay, not... Oh, bad back. And... Oh, yeah, no, moving and manipulation. I think, yeah, I think our only choice is Alexios. Okay, that's assuming they can make it all the way inside with freezing test. -32, -16, -23, -11. Well, yeah, we're gonna convert Alexios, but the rest of them... Yeah, the rest of them might not make it. Alright, you. In fact, all of you. We're going to draft a lot of you and get you inside immediately. Oof, that's a lot of close combat weaponry. I don't like that. But that's okay. We have a plan. The plan is rather simple. We grab each one of them, we go, we would like to anesthetize you. Why? Don't worry about that. It's all perfectly legit. And then we go, rest until healed. Then that should be all 3 of them ready to be anesthetized. And you, get inside before you freeze to death, you muppet. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay, perfect. You are good. Casey is going to rest. And you will put in here somewhere. Here, Slim. Could you please get on with the anesthetizing there? Very important. No, whoa. Excuse me for 1 second while I make a few medicinal changes here. Yeah, thank you. Okay. There we go. Much better. And that's 1 anesthetized. And that is 2 sedated. And that is 3 sedated. Perfect. And in that case, we shall go... Hey, how about if this place here we just turned into a prison? Perfect. Now, Slim, maybe equip a thrombohorn. Casey, gonna need you up and about just in case. And say Jarek. Actually, Jarek is standing by. That is fine. Jarek? Yeah. Come on, Randy. Can't you see him in the middle of something? This is really inconvenient. Okay, fine. We'll get those 2 extinguishing the fire. Actually, we'll have you already extinguishing fire. Yep, in fact, prioritize all of those. And you prioritize all of those as well. Will this work? Oh, turn off the power. Yep. And are you on or off? You are on. You should be off. Perfect. Well, it's not perfect. Timing is terrible, but you try to arrest. Now, will Perfect. We failed the quest, but we have managed to arrest them. So, in that case, you try to arrest and try to arrest. Can you prioritize extinguishing that fire? And can you prioritize extinguishing that fire? Thank you. Prisoner Dukid. Okay. Well, I suppose the door is open. You know what? You can try escaping. That's actually fine. We'll wait until you collapse outside and then bring you back in. Try to arrest. Shilly. Easier plan. Let's just change all of these to prisoner cells. Done. Then we can get rid of those. And continue with the arrests. Well, while we deal with this annoying power outage, we are going to start the conversion process on, what, Dukid? Whatever. Let's hope the power comes back soon, because I'd hate to lose all the hydroponics, or the temperature drops too low. How's the wind looking? I love the way you do a Zist event, Randy, and then you're like, yeah, let's just make sure there's no wind at the same time. That'll be perfect, right? Perfect? I need more batteries, but I think we're just a little bit low on steel. I kind of want to put in more wind turbines, but I also want to put in more batteries, but we just need more steel all the time. This guy, how's the conversion going? Since you're a priest, you should get a bonus, and I've made sure that Slim is the only one doing the conversions right now. Ugh, that is terrible. Seriously? 94 to 80... This may take a while, but the moment we get one more conversion, we can mutate our faith and we have a chance. Time for some absolute evangelizing. Evangelizing? Whatever it is, we're going to try and convert everyone. Ooh, that's a nice big hit. Some of them are not nearly so resistant. Excellent. The more we can convert, the better. If we can convert one of them, just one, we can reform our religion and darkness will become our new perfection. Casey and Gus have hooked up. At last! Okay, we can give you a room. Oh, do we even have enough to build you a bed? I don't think we have enough steel to even build you a bed right now. We don't even have enough material to build you a bed. Well, we could get you material. No, damn it. They're actually going to be even more unhappy now because we can't put them in the same bed. Anyway, we can sort something out. Alright, if this works out, we burned a convert on Melanos. Yes. Now, the reason we burnt it on them is they have the Wimp trait, which doubles their certainty loss factor, which meant we were able to convert them twice as quickly. And that gets our religion all the way up to 10 for a Reformation, which is good, because I just realized the reason Jarek and Slim couldn't sleep together before wasn't because of Jarek's religion, it was because of ours. Yet somehow our religion, I didn't even notice it. Yeah, spouse only. What the... Dumb. So dumb. Anyway, with that done, let's get rid of this prisoner. We don't need them anymore. They have been converted to our faith. They are not useful to us in any way, shape, or form. Oh. Could we execute them? Oh, they're not guilty of anything. No. Or we could change it. No. We could change our religion to do that, but then we'd have to keep executing people, and we're not going to find enough. So I think we just release them. Get rid of them. We don't need the food bill. So Slim, I want you to prioritize releasing them. Alright, get out of here, buddy. Run away. And we'll continue converting the rest. There you go. Hopefully you make it off the map. Your gear is... Yeah, your gear's your gear. Alright. Religious Reformation. Slim here has been out on the ice a long, long time. And she's learned what it takes to survive out here. So when it comes to the Reformation, darkness is where we're going. Impact is high. The great thing about this is you get a bonus for fighting in the dark, which we're on a sunblocked tile, so it's always going to be dark. Now, there is a few positives and negatives here. Dark lighting is preferred, as in if they're indoors and there is bright light, it's blinding and it gives them a -8. Blinding light outside gives them a -8. Indoor light gives them a -4, so your normal lights, and dark light gives a +4. So being around the sun lamp's not going to be great, but we're kind of going that direction anyway. But this, oh wow, okay, so shooting accuracy outdoors in the dark is +25%. Outdoors lit is -20. So you get a -20% of your accuracy if you're shooting in the light, +25% if it's in the dark, and your melee hit chances go up by 10% as well. So, yeah, just amazing. Now, we're going to make a few changes to this female clothing. You know what? No rules. We don't care. What you want, clothing or not, organ use, totally acceptable. We're fine with that. Cannibalism, No, we're going to make cannibalism acceptable. Now, what this means is there's no bonuses for eating it and there's no negatives. It just means it's another form of meat, like any other. I kind of like that. That's kind of, well, Slim's been at her a while. She realizes what it takes to survive out here. As for corpses, we don't care. We've seen so many at this point. They think eclipses are beautiful. Fungus can stay where it is. Diversity of thought. We want to be intensely bigoted. Oh, you know what? Appreciate it? No, I think intense bigotry is the way to go. Let's just be absolutely nasty to everyone else. I like it. Physical love. Free and approved. Yeah, you just go for it. Everyone is more than happy. Like none of this marriage stuff. That was way too bad. Nutrient paste is fine. Research speed. Actually, we're going to speed this up. We need to get some research done, and we're incredibly slow. Why not? What else have we got here? Scarification, who cares? No, who cares? No rules, no rules. Organ use. Women's spouses, unlimited. Go for it. Men's spouses, unlimited. Go for it. Let's see how crazy that can get. Marriage name, completely random. All right then. I'm going to get rid of this required clothing because I don't want our priests going around with a turban all the time because that just means they're going to get shot in the head. So let me do a few changes here. As for relics down here, we're going to add in a thrombohorn. Just for obvious reasons. They've kind of been very useful so far. Plus, we've sort of hit a lot of them. Venerated animal. I really do want to choose warg, but that could lead to problems if we can't find a breeding partner. If we get a breeding partner for Hope, then Exit will choose that as a venerated animal on our next change. As for the festivals, I've just added another one. I've changed them all to like any time of year. They're not like time restricted. They just they have to recharge. This one will be Find Ancient Complex. This one will be Nearby Faction Goodwill. This one will be Random Recruit. This one will be Discover Ancient Complex. It doesn't really matter. There's only like 3 or 4 rewards you can get out of these things. Alright, I think we are done. Exit. We're going to have to change all the lights immediately, but I think this is a good way to go. Right. In that case, install that bed there. Those lights need to be changed out for something a little bit better. If we go under furniture here, we can find where is it? Dark lights. Exact same cost. That can go there. Oof, that can go there. And anything else? I think we only had 2. Perfect. And we can deconstruct the ones that are left behind. Done and done. Actually, how's Casey doing in there? Uniform thoughts. Oh, we get a +3 now because everyone is intensely bigoted and the only people in our colony are all the ones of the same religion. Perfection. Oh, there we go. Light has been changed. Now, if we check under here, dark light, +4. But only while we're in range of a dark light. Darkness doesn't help. It has to be in range of a dark light, gives a +4 mood bonus. And when that sun lamp comes on in the morning, that's not going to help. That's going to hurt a lot, actually. But it's fine. Ooh, are these grown? Yeah, you can all be harvested. Harvest, harvest. You know what? I'd prefer to have you 3 on the same cycle, so harvest a lot of them. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. And we were just about to run out of fine meals and be stuck using only simple ones. Timing, timing, timing. I would like to thank all 3 of you for, well, 4 of you, whatever, for coming by. And over here, let's just, I think we can just change the butcher creature thing. Actually, wait, no, I've got this one. That means we're going to have lots of human leather available. Nice. That means lots more hats. Oh, that's another conversion. Which one? Alexiosus? Yep, they've been switched over. Oh, wait, you're the one we're keeping. Bloodlust and kind? Hell yeah. We'll keep you, and your shooting's pretty good, so you'll fit right in. The other 2 we're getting rid of. Once they're converted, though, we're just going to kick them out. There's no point keeping them in any, it's not worth it. I suppose we could execute one for mood boost, but they'd have to actually start a fight first. If they do a prison break, an execution might be on the cards. We've got ourselves some cargo pods. What do we got here? We have bison wool, that can be... Yeah, and steel slag. Yep, perfect. Oops. Looks like 2 of them started fighting. Well, yeah, a little bit of malnutrition and stuff. So long as they didn't hit... Actually, that's excellent. Alexios didn't get injured at all. That's the one we want to recruit. The rest of them we don't care about, even a little bit. As I was just skimming through Reddit, as you do, someone asked a very important question, or a very uncomfortable one. When it comes to a human leather tail cap, what's the tail made out of? I don't think that's a question I ever want answered. We have a lucky animal migration coming through. It's lynxes. Let's see if we can't cut them off just a little bit. Hopefully they all don't go manhunter. That would make things awkward. Drafted hunt for ease of use. Open fire. Other lynxes nearby have become enraged. Okay, Manhunter, Manhunter. Well, in that case, let's just fall back. Fall back. What's the speed on these things? 4.85. Yes, we are not fast enough to deal with them. So, everyone inside. Thank you kindly. Come on, Gus. Stop being so slow. Perfect. Now, Casey. I'm thinking you're going to go right there. If they're going to come through, we're going to use the kill box to maximum effect. All right, everyone's moving into position. Casey, you missed. Come on. Damn it. Oh, wow, that's another miss. Ooh, you can shoot from there? That's actually really handy. Hey, guys. Okay, good, good, good. You're getting in on it. You're getting in on it. Finishing off creature? No. I really gotta actually turn off that drafted hunt. That's probably a bad idea. It's probably messing with things. This is horrifically broken. I love it. On the side, I did just a wee bit of harp research. Because, well, it'd be nice to have something that we can use to get more recreation in. Though I think it takes an awful lot of wood to make this. Crafting spot, fuel, smithy. Yeah, we can make it with a crafting spot, but I think it takes a bunch of wood. We may actually have to buy wood to use that. 150 wood? Are you insane? No. Just, no. You could make clubs. Nope, nope, nope. Actually, I should make some maces and stuff like that. Just for when the mechanoids come. Well, I should also make some EMP grenades. In fact, I should probably get on those EMP grenades now that I think about it. One more quick conversion of Dukid, and we can get rid of them. You are converted. That gives us a point for our next religious change, and we'll just have you released. We no longer require your services. Prioritize releasing them. I don't know if you'll survive getting off the map. Frankly, we don't care. Thank you for your assistance. Alright. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Bye-bye now. What's your gear at? Ooh, minus 11. Yeah, you're not going to make it off the map, buddy. Well, that's awkward. Arakos and Alexios just decided to hook up. That's fine. Fine. You want to... Oh, wait. We've already changed our religion. We can have multiple hookups. It's fine. Probably? You know what? Psychic Soothe is ending. The moment that Slim is up, I think we're going to do a conversion ritual. Thing is, we can potentially get some points out of this. Probably more points than, you know, just doing a regular conversion. So let's give it a shot. Why not? Okay, Arakos. Let's see if we can't convert you. Because if we get a master one, 18% chance, we will get 2 points. And if we do an effective one, we'll get 1 point. And if it's ineffective, whatever. It could be bad. But we could get bonus points out of it. So I'm willing to give it a shot. Right now we're at 2 points for our religion. So let's see. Works out great. If it doesn't, we're still kicking you out of the colony. We don't want you anymore. Effective conversion ritual. Perfect. And... No, we only got 1 point. That's a bit of a... Like, what's the point of the ritual, then? We don't gain any extra points out of it. We just... Well, I suppose... Welcome... Wait. You're still... What? Okay, so the conversion ritual basically reduced you down to 0, and now we can just kind of go... well, now we can actually convert you the last of the way. Well, once you wake up, stop sleeping. We're going to turn off your food, actually. Nothing. There you go. Ooh, and Alexios has almost joined us. That's good, actually. We can kick Arakos out of this room. So right now, we are just about to convert Alexios, and we're about to crack the certainty of Arakos. Right, okay, this next bit is probably not so good. I was kind of thinking, you see, we need Slim to get themselves a new body part. Well, they're a body modder frustrated, which is giving them a -4. If we could get them an artificial body part, that would put them into pluses. So we're talking about like a 6 or maybe even an 8-point mood swing. That would be huge, especially considering they have high expectations for what with being our priest. However, to get that, we need someone who's got a medical skill of about 8 to have any successful chance of doing it. So I'm thinking, where is it? Greyhost has a medical of 5, and Alexios has a medical of 8. Might be best to get Alexios. Actually, no. Alexios is fine as they are. They have no health conditions. They should be able to make a perfectly good surgeon. But we need a backup surgeon. I was thinking, well, Greyhost would be our secondary surgeon, and then Slim can be our tertiary surgeon. So all we need to do now is do some medical stuff. Oh, and also, we are 4 points into our newest religious reform, and Jarek Dane has reached level 13 in crafting, which means all of these hats are going to get even better. I'm currently getting them to put together a Panthera fur parka. I always like to keep a spare parka now. Oh, that cloth one can definitely go. Ugh. Damn, I forgot to sell those last time a bulk goods trader was by. I might just scrap those, though. They're just kind of worn. Ah, the night has set in. I should really point out, one of the reasons we went with the darkness meme, we didn't actually have to go full darkness to get dark light preferred and all this stuff, but it just felt appropriate to do it. I didn't want to like go too heavy. I mean, we did lean into a lot of things here with intense bigotry, free love, unlimited spouses, fast research. But I figured it'll make things a little bit more fun as we go along. But the weird thing is, just say Jarek here. Jarek here is a night owl with chemical fascination, and because they're hooked up with Slim, and I want the two of them to hook up as often as possible, I've had to set their schedule both to night owl. And then Casey here is also a night owl, and they're hooked up with Gus, so I had to set both their schedules to night owl. So our schedules look like this. Basically, Slim, Jarek, Gus, and Casey are all on the night owl schedule, which is so why we're on the darkness meme. It just seemed incredibly appropriate, just the way the whole thing rolled out. Grey Ghost and Alexios, if I can get them together, well, I don't know if it's unfortunately, but neither of them actually have the night owl trait. I don't know how we ended up with two night owls. It was just pure random chance. All right then. Where were we? Ah, yes. Medical skill training. Now, Alexios, I know you're new in the colony, but before you go to sleep, we'd like you to do a little something for us. Well, yeah. Let's go with the left, shall we? This operation angered the Union of Gabo. Thankfully, the Union of Gabo are not too concerned about this. All right, Alexios. Yeah, I know they're technically your lover and stuff, but yeah. And the thing is, okay, this bed is actually not the worst for it. Surgery success chance is actually 100%, namely because it's in range of the heater, and the heater gives off just a little bit of light, enough that it's 100% effective for the surgeries. Now, we're not going to be perfect at it. Actually, oh, I haven't modified this. Now, we are using herbal medicine here, and our surgery success chance is only a base of 80%, and the bed's only giving us 100, so chances are this might not go well, but yeah, there we go. Kidney, perfect. Medicals training, though, that has given us 5,550 or 455 experience for a single operation. That's sort of incredible. Also, yeah, organs don't cough. I know this is not good. Let's just make that a little bit bigger for probably going to need to... You know what? It's fine. But we're going to need money if we want to buy the parts. Or the bits and pieces we're going to need. And one of the great things here is this will get Grey Ghost trained up really quickly. They immediately went to medical level 6 just from that one operation. 2 more operations will get them to 7, and then about 2 more after that will get them to 8. Though, we may have to... you know what? We can do a couple more operations. We'll just have to be creative. Since we're running short on weapons, we're going to start making our own. Heavy SMG, I think. We have a choice here, really, between 2 weapons. The chain shotgun and the heavy SMG. Chain shotgun would be really good for the kill box we're building later, but we don't have that kill box yet, so I think the heavy SMG is a good cross. It'll work good in this kill box we get later, and it'll work pretty good right now if we even have to fight in the field or something like that. Ooh, this guy's going to get real unhappy. Yeah, well, his mood's going to be a little bit low, what with the missing organs and stuff. I can understand his irritation at that. Okay, let's shrink that zone and be ready to wall him in if he goes berserk. For our next bit of medical training, it's just purely for medical training at this point. We're going to go with the jaw thing. Where's the jaw? Ah, install denture. Perfect. Yep, that will give a whole bunch more experience. And there we go. They're all the way up to 9 medical. That's kind of crazy how quickly you can do that. Now, who's next up again? Was it Grey Ghost? Yep. You have... Yeah, You've recovered as well, so we'll get you 1 more operation them, and then I think we'll get rid of them. I'm genuinely feeling horribly bad about this already. Hold on a second. Well, right now, while everyone's up and about, let's see if we can't score ourselves some development points. I figure a quick execution should be fine. It's unlikely we'll get a point out of it, but it might make everyone happy. Well, except for Alexios. Alexios is not going to be happy, but I can't have them having another lover at the moment. It would make things confusing. So if we can get rid of that, it will make them unhappy, but it will leave the door open for a Grey Ghost to get in there, if you know what I mean. Okay, that was actually a spectacular public execution. I'm kind of curious what the difference between an awkward one and a spectacular one is. Imagine awkward is just like they start randomly talking about some awkward thing about their personal life, and then spectacular is just, you know what? Never mind. Let's see how everyone's taking it. Everyone's fine. Spectacular execution. Okay, how's Alexius doing? Spectacular execution, so very happy. But -10 because my friend died, and a -16 because my lover died. Not perfect. Not perfect, we'll admit. And in 6 days, that spectacular execution will expire, but it needed to be done. Oh, yeah, we should probably strip them off as well. Damn, I should have stripped them before. Yeah, it didn't really make a difference, does it? It's fine. We'll clean up the mess. We have our first homemade weapon, and it's a good SMG. Casey? No. Sorry, wrong one. I think Alexios is going to be getting the heavy SMG, namely because... Actually, equip that Tumblehorn. I think we're going to turn them into a specialist shooter. The only thing they're good at, really, is medicine, intellectual, mining, shooting, and melee. And we'd ignore the mining. We've already got a miner, so medical, intellectual, and shooting, and that's perfect. We can turn them into a shooting specialist, and they'll be great at it. Fortunately, we do have to wait until some of these negative memories wear off, but there may be a way to speed that along slightly. We'll just have to wait a couple of days. Cargo pods. What do we got? Oh, 1 second. 10 package... Wow, we have so many package survival meals. Alright, you might as well grab it. We actually have space for more of them. Excellent. I don't know what's going on. It makes no sense to me right now. There hasn't been any event happen since that enemy raid, which was 156, so... It's like 12 days ago. It's been 12 days since anything's happened. Randy? Randy, what you doing? I'm running out of steel here. I've got like 40 steel left. True, I have, 447 slate and I can start replacing steel walls, but I don't want to. That's just a net loss of materials. We just need more steel. Come on, Randy. Just not too much steel at once. That mobile steel that tries to stab you, that would be bad. But just, some steel in general. In any shape, way, or form. Hey, Randy hath heard my pleas. 169 days, and it's a raid. Kinship of Brrainz. That looks like a big one. Ooh. That looks like a very big one. That's 16 humans. What's the raid multiplier on that? Randy random factor was 0.93. Okay, so that's not even the worst he could do. He can do a 1.5. Like, it could be 50% bigger than this. That's a lot. All melee. Well, we have a melee kill box. Oh, actually, what are they? They're attacking immediately, approaching from multiple angles. Oh. Right. Right. So there's 32 of them. Please tell me they're not sappers. Please tell me they're not sappers. No, as far as I can see, they're just going to attack and sort of break down the front door. That is good. Okay, then we need to set up our melee kill box. We need to get everyone in position. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Ooh, wow, I keep forgetting how much our team has grown. Well, 8. Well, we've got 7 people and the actual hero of the team, Hope, over there, who... I have been advised I need to install an animal bionics thing, and I will install it. It's just we can't afford it just yet. But once we've got a little bit of money to spare, we will be picking up the bionics to replace that front paw, assuming he survives that long. No promises just yet. All right, let me start getting everyone into position. Just about everyone's in position except Hope. He's running a little bit late, but that's fine. We've got our kill box ready to go, and I've even got a couple of shooters here at the end to make sure things go well. They will have to run a long gauntlet of getting stabbed at and shot at. And then, if they get to the end of it, they'll get double shot at. Oop, there goes the second one. And melee level up. Level 5. Perfect. Slim is melee level 5. Casey is level 7. Gus is only level 2. I put them at the end because, well, why not? Oh, wow. That is... We're going to get a few executions out of this, I think. Okay. Yeah, this is incredibly broken versus tribals. Oh, hey. Stop hitting that sandstone wall. I don't want you breaking that or we're going to end up in trouble. Well then, that went very well then. Let's see if any of these ones are... No, a pyromaniac. Well, no thank you. Neurotic. Can't really... Great memory and a quick sleeper. Put that right foot... There. You know what? Let me have a quick look through. There's a lot to process here. We have a lot of spears, we have a bunch of clubs, a bunch of knives, and we got 24 herbal medicine out of that. Yes, we can do so much medical training, and we have a whole bunch of people left behind to train on. Well, looking through them all, we can go into the prisoners here, and you can... you can go into the enemies, and you can see a bunch of stuff about them. I think the best one is probably the Great Memory Quick Sleeper here by Blue. Was unfortunately not injured yet, which is kind of good and bad. They have a great memory, quick sleeper, and they're good at art, which, yeah, we kind of need one of those at some point, and we need more people. We just need more people in general, and plus we've loads of food right now. We've got 18 more meat sources, and we've definitely got enough hydroponics going. So we're going to capture as many as we can, and I think we're going to use the shock lance on Blue. We might as well. I mean, if we get the shock lance off, come on. Come on. Excellent. You shock lance them. You shoot that one. Try not to let him get away. Okay, you... Oh, no. You shoot that one. If we could kill as many as possible, it just means more meat for everyone. You capture... Yeah. Wait, no. Capture raccoon. Yeah, whatever. Capture someone. Ooh, that's another one. Pyromaniac, Psychopath, Nimble. Well, Pyromaniacs, yep. Not a chance. Okay, you target that one as well. That's another one, bites the dust. And Troller. Yeah, I'm thinking death. Oh, excellent. Executions it is then. Okay, I think we've caught everyone. There's that one left. What's that green over there? Is that a rabbit? Yeah, it's a rabbit. And we've got a bunch here, but we've captured everyone, but we can't save them. Like, this one's going to bleed out in an hour. This one's going to bleed out in an hour. And Alexios is trying to woo Grey Ghost, or Grey Ghost is trying to woo whichever one. So it would really help them if they did something that made them like them more. So a little bit of that, and boom. Now on the social front, that should give you a nice little boost. Okay, so Grey Ghost. Report, recruited me, chit-chat. Never mind. Let's go to Grey Ghost and have a look at their view of Alexios. Executed guilty prisoner, plus 20. Yep, family that slays together, stays together. Now, I think this one is also... Yeah, 1 hour left on you. I think it's... yeah, I think we can get ourselves a little bit more bonus. And now Grey Ghost is up to... Oh, sorry, Alexios... plus 100. Now they both are in perfect sync with each other. Excellent. That'll make things a lot easier. Now, that won't get us any development points or anything like that, but it does make our lives simpler. Oh, man. I'm going to have to dispose of all that clothing. That's going to be an absolute mess. Oh, damn it. I should have stripped them Strip them first, then execute them. Yeah, I wasn't thinking straight. You reconnect... Yeah, we're going to need some light in here, and I'm going to have to start tending, I suppose. How many of them are actually got enough in them to live? 4 hours? Yeah, you'll be fine. You have 4 hours, also fine, and you have 4 hours. Okay, I think we're good enough to keep the rest of them alive. Time to clean up this mess, start recycling this for steel. I think we need to go on to the next research bench. We'll have to kick Alexios out, and, there's a few other things. But I think that's a good point to make the cut today. I think we did well. This kill box is, yes, incredibly overpowered. Playing this way makes things far too simple. But honestly, trying to kite that around, we probably would have needed someone with... Yeah, we would have go-juiced someone up. Got them to run around outside and then, slowly whittle them down, peekaboo out the door, and someone might have got go-juice addiction. Probably... Yeah, Alexios. They've got the bloodlust thing. They would have loved all the killing that went on. Anyway, a few things. We only need about 7 points for our next change of religion, and I was thinking for our next meme, we might just go with pain is virtue. I know an obvious one, but it basically cuts out that slept in the cold debuff, and will give us a few extra bonuses. We'd lose out on comfort entirely, but I don't think we have to worry about comfort anytime in the near future. Outside of that, I don't really see any good ones here. Like, we don't need Tunneler. Cannibal is... I don't want to go down that route again. Blindsight, Nudism, Tree Connection, Animal Personhood, like all of these ones. Even High Life, Nature Primacy. Human Primacy might be the only one I'd go for just for the production specialist, but I don't really see a lot of other good choices for us here. I would probably go with Pain is Virtue, Human Primacy, and whatever. The way we can convert more people. Outside of that, I'm not really seeing any good memes, but, you know, if you got any ideas, let me know. But from what I can see, pain is virtue, human primacy, and proselytizing will probably be the way we go in the future. It looks like we've managed to save 7 prisoners, which is good for us. We only need 7 points to get to the next religion. Plus, we do have a couple of festivals that hopefully will work out in our favor. I think we can get to pain is virtue soon enough. But that leaves us another problem. We're expanding rapidly, but we need more resources. So, I suppose the question is this. Do we try and get more resources by raiding those ancient dangers and ripping out the floors? Or do we just, like... another option we could do is... go under the storyteller and make a few changes here to quest rewards. Like, we could double quest rewards to about 200%. That would make them... well, far more valuable, but also the threat of those on those quest raids is still insane. So the quests would still be really difficult and you wouldn't want to do them, but if you make the reward enough, maybe we would be willing to risk it. So maybe double the quests and see what happens there. Actually, let's just do that now. Right, we'll set quest rewards to 200%. If it's out of control and looks ridiculous, we can change it again. But for now, let's see if that helps out. If it doesn't, though, we might have to find another way. Otherwise, we will be here for literally several in-game years until we eventually get enough steel to get off the planet. Remember, we've got to build the nuclear engine, we've got to do all that stuff. Assuming that's the way we go. We'll have to see. Anyway, I am going to cut this out here for the day. I hope you enjoyed. Good luck.